All right, guys, so we're going to start with page 48, and that is 7b. 7b, exercise 1, and that's grammar. Past simple, irregular verbs. A is asking us to complete the sentence with a regular verb in the past simple, first in the positive and then in the negative. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so we got here number 1 is done. They invited me to the party, but they didn't invite my partner. Okay, so number 2, so invite is gone, so we can just cross it out. Number 2, I my sister last night, but I my parents. So I called is better, so called, we're gonna write here called. I called my sister last night, but negative, I didn't call my parents. Okay, but I didn't call my parents. After didn't, we use infinitive, guys, all the time. Didn't call, not called. So when you use didn't, ed has to be dropped. So we got here called as ed, but when I say didn't, so we got like ed is being dropped, guys. Ed is being dropped, so we have to take care of that. Okay, so let's continue. Number 3, my husband, the film, but he the book. Right. So it's like is better. My husband liked the film, but he didn't like. He didn't like the book. Didn't like the book. Okay, so we're gonna cross out like, so we don't need that. And then we got here call is also gone. Right. Now number 4, we at the shirts in Zara, but we at jackets. So here number 4, look is better. We looked at shirts. We looked at shirts in Zara, but we didn't look at jackets. Okay, we didn't look at jackets. That's done. So look is also gone. Number 5, Isabel her text messages, but she her emails. So we say checked. Isabel checked her text messages. Isabel checked her text messages, but she didn't check her emails. So check is also gone, so we're going to remove that. Number 6, we flights, but we a hotel. So that would be book. So we booked flights, but we didn't book a hotel. Okay, now we got here last one is play. So they played rugby at school. But they didn't play basketball. They didn't play basketball. So in this way, we finished all the verbs. So we're going to cross them out. Okay, so exercise A is done. Now we're moving to exercise B, guys. So B is asking us to reorder the words to make questions. So we need to make questions. The first one is done. We got like question word. When we have question word, we start with question word first. And then after that, we use auxiliary. And after auxiliary, we use subject. And then we use infinitive. And the rest of the words come according to their meaning. So, number 2. Okay, here we got a question word, what? And we got time. So we're going to write what time. That's the question word. What time? What time is a question word. After question word, we must use auxiliary because that's a question. To make question, so we got question word, and then after that auxiliary, and then after auxiliary verb, we must use the subject. So what time did the match is the subject. What time did the match? And then after that, we must use infinitive. Infinitive is verb, so finish. What time did the match finish? And then the answer is at 6 o'clock. So number 3, your present's birthday like you did. So we don't have the question word. And as you can see here, did is starting with capital letter. So we're going to use did here as auxiliary. Did. And after that, we must use subject. So we got here, your present's birthday like you. So that would be you. Did you? Did you? And then infinitive, which is like. Did you like your birthday presents? Your birthday. So did you like your birthday presents? Great. And then B saying, yes, I did. They were great. Number 4. So we got here number 4. What is the question word? And that is in capital letter. That means we're going to put it first. What? And then did, auxiliary. What did? And after that, we must put the subject. What did? We got here brother. So your brother. What did your brother? What did your brother? After subject, we must use infinitive, which is study. What did your brother study at university? Okay, let's do that. What did your brother study at university? Modern languages. So B is answering as modern languages. Great. Now number 5. Number 5. So we got did starting with capital letter. So that, and there are no any question words here like when, what, why. We don't have it. So we're going to start with did. And then after the did, we must use subject. So did, subject is noun. So we got parents. So your parents. Did your parents. And then we use infinitive, which is arrive. Did your parents arrive last night? Okay. Did your parents arrive last night? That's great. And then B is saying, no, they didn't. They arrived this morning. Right. Number 6, the answer is Hamburg. Hamburg is about place. Question word is here, and this has capital letter. Where, and then auxiliary verb, did, and we got a subject, friends. So your friends. Where did your friends? And then infinitive, live in Germany. Okay, so where did your friends live in Germany? Where did your friends live in Germany? Hamburg. Okay, number 7. So we're starting with did, and then we're gonna, after did, we're gonna use subject. So did you, infinitive, cry? Did you cry at the end of the film? Okay, we're gonna write it down. So did you cry at the end of the film? That's it. Yes, I did. It was very sad. And number 8, we got here question word, what, time. So what time? And then we put auxiliary, did. What time did? What time did? Subject, Sandra. And then infinitive, work. What time did Sandra start? Infinitive, start. Work yesterday. So work here is not verb, it's coming as noun. Start is the verb here. So what time did Sandra start work yesterday? What time did Sandra start work yesterday? At 10 o'clock. She was very late. That's it. And then we're moving to exercise C. Exercise C is asking us to complete the questions and answers. We got this years here, bunch of years. When did it happen? When did it happen? So when the Burj Khalifa opened? So the full question is, when did the Burj Khalifa open? It opened in 2010. All right, and number 2, when Amy Winehouse died. So we had to make full question from it. Amy Winehouse was a singer, I believe. So when did Amy Winehouse die? When did Amy Winehouse die? So she died 2011, I believe. So we're going to write here, she died in 2011. She died in 2011. Okay, number 3, when Spotify starts. So when did, because it's a past simple question, we must use did as an auxiliary, which is helping verb, right? When did Spotify start? When did Spotify start? So Spotify started 2006 or 2008. So 2008, we're going to go for 2008. It started in 2008. Okay. Now number 4, when Neil Armstrong walk on the moon. So walk is the infinitive, and obviously we're talking about past time. So when did Neil Armstrong walk on the moon? That's it. When did Neil Armstrong walk on the moon? And he walked, that would be 1969. So he walked in 1969. He walked in 1969. He walked in 1969. Number 5, when the satellite Juno arrive at Jupiter? So when did the satellite Juno arrive at Jupiter? When did the satellite Juno arrive at Jupiter? So that must be, so here 1969 is gone, 2010 is gone, 2011 we removed that, 2008 we removed that. So we got here 2016 might be the answer. 2016. We're going to go for 2016, guys. So it arrived in 2016. And number 6, when the first tablets appear. So when did the first tablets appear? Right? When did the first tablets appear? When did the first tablets appear? They appeared in 2002. They appeared in 2002. Okay, and then last one, number 7. When Tim Berners-Lee create the World Wide Web? So when did Tim Berners-Lee? So when did Tim Berners-Lee create the WWW? That means World Wide Web. He created in 1990, I believe. The last one, 1990, right? So 2002 we use for tablets. So the last one will be 1990. So he created in 1990. We're going to write it down. He created in 1990. And that's it, guys. So we've done it. So page 48 is done. And we will do the page 49 in the next video, guys. Okay, thanks for your time.